Hey there, this is General Exo from Pro Tutorials, and in this video I'm going to share with you a general overview about Facebook advertisement. So by the end of this video you will have a basic understanding of why and how to use Facebook to promote your business. And why should you use Facebook? Well, first, Facebook is the third biggest website on earth when it comes to traffic. This means that every single day there are thousands and thousands of people going to Facebook. And for you, this means that you certainly will find a good amount of people interested in your offer. And it's important to remember that your offer may be anything that you want. It may be, for example, a landing page that you want to promote so you can start building your email list. It can be a fan page that you have and you want to start building a community around it. In my case, I like to use Facebook advertisement to promote my Teespring t-shirts. The second reason to use Facebook is because it's fairly cheap. I mean, you can start advertisement just by using $5 to $10 each day and still target a good amount of people. The third reason is Facebook has one of the most advanced targeting systems out there. I mean, you can really go laser focused when it comes to your targeting, and this means that you will promote your offers to the people who are really interested in seeing them. So now let's see how you can use Facebook advertisement. So let's get started. So once you log into your Facebook profile, you want to click on this small arrow that you can see on the right corner, and once you click on it, you can see that you get a few new options to choose from. The one that you want to use so you can create an advertisement inside of Facebook is this one that says create ads. So you just click on it and you can see that you are taken to this loading page, and now you can choose the objective that you want for your advertisement, or basically the purpose of your advertisement. If, for example, you want, when someone sees your advertisement, if you want people to click on it and they are redirected to your website, if you want people to just like and share a particular post that you have inside of your fan page, then that's exactly what choose your objective is for. So I'm going to explain one by one so you can get a better idea of the different objectives that you can see here. So the first one, boost your posts. So if you have a fan page and you have over there a post which you want to get more likes, more comments, more shares, then you should use this first option for that purpose. Promote your page. So let's say that you have a new fan page, you want to get more likes, so your fan page seems more popular inside of Facebook. You can use that this option for that. Send people to your website. This means that once someone sees your advertisement and they click on your advertisement, they are redirected to your website. Increase conversions in your website. This is really a powerful option. You have several pixels that have different objectives. For example, you might set a conversion pixel. Let's say that someone sees your advertisement inside of Facebook, they click on your advertisement and they are taken to a landing page that you have, and this landing page is, you have this, for example, to collect new leads to your email newsletter. And what you can do is set a conversion for that. That means that once someone subscribes, they are taken to a thank you page, and your conversion could be your thank you page, because basically if someone is seeing your thank you page, that means that they subscribe to your new newsletter. So you can use this option for that purpose. You have several different pixels that you can use. This is just an example that I just showed to you. Get installs of your app. So basically, if you have an application and you want to get more installations to that application, you can use this option. Increase engagement in your app. So if you want to get more likes, more shares, more comments in your application, this is a great way to do that, because I mean, if you have plenty of comments, likes, and so on in a particular application, other people will see that, and most likely they will think that the application is popular, it's good, and they should give it a try. So this is a great option for that. Reach people near your business. This is mostly for a brick and mortar business, if you have a store and you want to basically build more awareness in your surroundings, you can use this to promote your business. Raise attendance at your event. So if you have an event and basically you want, once again, to build more awareness of your event, then you can use this option for that. Get people to claim your offer. For this, you need to have a fan page with at least 50 likes, and this allows people to redeem something in your fan page by using this. Redeem something by using this advertisement. So you can use this for that purpose. Get video views. This is basically what it says. If you want to get more views to a particular video, you can use this option. And actually, I must say that videos nowadays in Facebook is really a huge thing. A lot of people are having plenty of success just by promoting videos inside of Facebook. So that's just an idea that I'm sharing with you. Collect leads for your business. Well, this means that once someone sees an advertisement in their, for example, in their news feed, they will have a small option that allows them, for example, to subscribe to your email newsletter and so on inside of that Facebook advertisement. So it's quite different from the one that I explained when it comes to increased conversion on your website, because this one, someone would need to click on your advertisement and go to your website. In this case, what happens is that advertisement will already have an option for people to sign up. This is really powerful, because the less actions that someone needs to take to sign up to something, the easier it will be for that person to sign up. So that's why this is really a powerful option. And increase brand awareness. If you have a new brand, you want more people to get to know about your brand, you can use this option for that purpose. So those are the several objectives, and quite honestly, I just use a couple of them. I still haven't tried all of them, but I mean, it really depends on what you want to do when it comes to Facebook advertisement. So let's pass to the other page, and actually I need to choose an objective that I want. Let's say boost your posts, because this is one that most likely you probably will use it. It's very common for people to use this one, boost your posts. So you click on it, and you can give a name to your campaign if you want. So let's call it just test boost your posts. Create ad accounts. So I need to create an ad account because this is a new account, and well, I still don't have any. So you need to set some information to your account. You can select the country where you live, and in this case everything is right. Show advanced options so you can get more information if you want to use this as your account name. You can select another one if you prefer, and then just press continue. Okay, so this page is where you can do the targeting for your advertisement. This is really one of the most crucial parts when it comes to making advertisement inside of Facebook. And this is what determines your success with your advertisement. If you are able to target the people who are really interested in the offer that you are promoting, then most certainly will get what you want. But if you do it wrong, people just won't be interested in your advertisement. So this is the most crucial part. And even though in this video I'm just going through the very basics, but I'm going to do a video later on where I'm going more in detail, where I'm just going to talk about targeting inside of Facebook. So the first thing that you want to select is locations. And the thing about locations is it really depends which country that you want to target, but commonly what I do is I just target one particular country at a time. Okay, so in this case, if I want to just promote my advertisement inside of the United States, I just focus inside of the United States. I don't put, for example, Australia or New Zealand. even though all of those countries, and in this case continents, speak English, they still have different cultures. And many times you probably will need to tweak a bit, especially the description of your advertisement, if you are focusing on Australia and United States and so on. So typically I just select one country. And certainly this depends on the type of advertisement that you are doing. For example, let's say that you have an event happening inside of New York, and let's say that it's a concert, and you just want to promote your advertisement to people who live in New York. So what you can do is you remove this that says United States just by clicking on this small cross, and in include you select New York, and you can see that it appears in this listing. And in this way, once you do your advertisement, you will just focus in the area of New York. So this is something that you can do, for example, for events or for a brick and mortar business that you have. This is always a great thing for you to do, is to focus on a specific area. In this case, I'm just going to leave it United States. And you also have a few different options. Everyone in this location, people who live in this location, people recently in this location. So it really depends, up to you, what you want to focus your advertisement, or to who you want to promote your advertisement. In age, well, in age commonly you should focus in between 25 years old up, because typically people who have 25, they already finished college, they probably are starting their first job, and that means that they have actually money to possibly purchase your product or service or whatever you are trying to promote. But that also depends on what you are trying to promote. I mean, if you have like a video game and you know that the people who play that video game are between the age of 18 to 21, then you might want to choose a different age over here on this section. So in this case, I'm just going to select 25. And typically I like to do several advertisements focusing like 25 to 34 and so on. And then I might do another advertisement where I go from let's say 34 or 35 to, so I do several types of advertisement focusing on 10 and 10 years age in this case. So I'm going to just leave 25. This is just for you to get an idea of what you can do. And gender really depends on the product that you are promoting. I mean, if you are, let's say that you are promoting something for dating for men, I mean, you certainly don't want to advertise your promotion to women, because I mean, that's just, you would just lose money because women wouldn't be interested in your offer, most likely. So this really depends on your type of product. Let's say man, in this case. Language, I always choose English all for this. If I'm focusing on a country which mainly speaks English, I always choose English. But even though it's in the United States, there's also people who speak Spanish and so on. So you always want to make sure that you include English, because you don't want to promote your advertisement to people who only speak and understand Spanish inside of the United States. And this is one of the most important parts. It's the interests and what you should focus and so on. This is the most important part, and just explaining this is basically just a whole video for this, but I'm going to give you a basic idea of what you shouldn't do and what you should try to do so you can get a better targeting. So interest is what people are inside of Facebook and so on. That's the kind of information that Facebook gathers from the profiles that they have inside of Facebook. So what you shouldn't do, let's say that you have a dating product for men. Okay, what you shouldn't ever do is do something like this. Go to dating and just choose this interest Okay, you shouldn't ever do this because dating is very broad. Okay, dating is very broad, and I mean, just because someone is interested in the topic of dating inside of Facebook, that doesn't mean that they are so desperate that they are willing to purchase your service or product or whatever that you're trying to promote. What you should do is try to find, let's say, dating forums. Okay, you should try to find dating forums and see if you are able to find that those forums inside of Facebook, if there is a community for that forum. Sometimes, not in this case, but associations also is a good thing that you should do. Magazines. I mean, anyone who is following a magazine is because they are really interested in that topic. So let's say forums, particular communities, associations, magazines. Those are the things that you should really focus, or even in this case, in the area of dating, dating coaches. Because if a guy is following a dating coach, it's most likely because they are really, really interested in this specific topic. So I'm not at the moment remembering a specific dating coach. So I'm not going. Let's try another thing. Let's say paleo, the paleo diet. And let's just choose Paleo magazine. But you want to put several. In this case, let's say the paleo is a diet plan that you may follow. So what you would do is try to find forums, paleo forums, and see if you can actually find those forums inside of Facebook, magazines, and try to put all of those interests over here. So you should really go specific, because most likely people who are following the paleo magazine is because they really like the paleo diet, probably follow it, and so on. So that's what you want to try to accomplish when it comes to interest, so you can have a better result. Okay, connections. You have several options over here, like Facebook pages. People who like your page. If you want to advertise to the people who actually like your page or not, that's really up to you. Friends of people who like your page, exclude people who like your page. So this is really up to you of what you want to do over here. And you may want to save this audience, so later on, if you want to use the same audience you have already saved. So this is something that may turn the process a bit easier and fast for you. Placements, you have several options. I typically don't like to choose Instagram, but some people actually have some good results with Instagram. It's really, when it comes to Facebook advertisement, it's really about testing until you find the right audience for you, and until you see which platform actually works well for your niche and so on. So it's really a lot to do with testing. But typically, I don't focus in Instagram. And also, desktop right column. That's the column that appears on Facebook sidebar, because, I mean, even though the advertisement over there is cheaper, it's not very efficient compared to mobile newsfeed and also desktop newsfeed. So I typically just use both of these options over here. Mobile devices, for example, for applications, if you have an application just for Android, you might want to just choose Android devices only. So in this case, this is for Paleo. I'm just going to leave all mobile devices. Also, you have this option, only when connected to i5. Another option, budget schedule. So this is really how you want to pay your advertisement, basically. If you want to set a daily budget, that means in this case, each day you waste a budget of $11. If you want that, you can choose that, or you can also set lifetime budget. That means that during this duration, from June to, in this case, 25 of June to 25 of July, you will waste a total budget of 350 euros in this case. That's the total budget that you will waste. Typically, I like to choose daily budget for this. And I mean, if you are starting out, you don't have a great idea about what you are trying to do inside of Facebook, I would start by just going for $5 to $10 daily. And you can also choose between run my ad set continuously starting today. This means that your advertisement will run continuously without stopping. I wouldn't recommend this, especially when you're starting and you don't know if your advertisement is actually efficient, if you have the right audience for in case in targeting or not. So I wouldn't choose this option for that. I like to choose set a start and end date. And typically when I'm starting with a new advertisement, I stick to about 2 to 3 days and just test it and see if it actually works or not. Many times from the first day you immediately see that your advertisement is just not efficient and you just close that advertisement. So that's something that you may want to do. So in this case, I'm June 25. Let's set it to day 29. So you can set the time if you want. So I'm going to waste $10, in this case 10 euros each day during 4 days, about 4 days. And then you have this option, show advanced options, so you can get a few new options. This is really important. Optimization for ad delivery. I mean, in this case, this is for a post. What I would do is I wouldn't select impressions. This is basically an option that will tell Facebook what kind of action you want to happen inside of your advertisement, and basically it will tweak your advertisement to show to people who typically have more post engagement or just do impressions in your advertisement or not. So in this case, I want more engagement, so I'm going to select instead of impressions. Impressions is basically someone just seeing your advertisement, and that person might not take any kind of action like putting a like or a comment and so on, and that's most likely what you want. So I'm just going to choose post engagement for this, and typically I just select automatic and let Facebook just do the bidding for me when it comes to the bidding amount. When you get charged, this means when do you want for your advertisement to get paid? When do you actually pay for your advertisement? In this case, you have CPM. That means impressions. When someone sees your advertisement, you get charged for that. And in this case, I don't want that. I want post engagement. I want when someone leaves a like, when someone leaves a comment, because that's far more valuable for me. Ad scheduling. Also, you have more information for this. In this case, you have run ads on schedule. For this, you actually need to set this for lifetime. I'm just going to set it lifetime so you can see the difference. And once you choose this, you can basically schedule when your advertisement will actually be running inside of Facebook. And of course, you really have to have some knowledge of your audience. What are their preferences? What are the times that they are mostly online, and so on, for you actually to do this effectively. When I'm starting out, I just go for the first option because I have no clue about if my advertisement is actually going to be effective or not. But as you do more advertisement, you start getting a better idea, then you can start tweaking all of these little options so you can really get the maximum efficient from your advertisement. And delivery type, you have standard. That means that it will just deliver throughout the day slowly. Then you have accelerated. That means that it will just burst the advertisement as fast as possible. In this case, I just choose the first option for this. And then you can set a ad name. I typically just like to set a name over here just so I can get a better idea of what this advertisement is about. And you can see audience definition. You typically you can see this small circle or semicircle, and typically you want to have this arrow pointing to in the middle. So you don't want too broad. That means that you are focusing on interests that are way too broad, and most likely the people who will see your advertisement won't really be interested in your offer. So you want to try to get your arrow in the middle. Also, you don't want to go too specific, or else your audience will be way too small and just a few people will be able to see that. Then you can see the audience details: United States, 25 to 34, male, and so on. English. So basically information. And you can see the reach that you will have: about 8,800 people that will be able to see this advertisement during the next 4 days. Okay, once you have this all set, what you want to do is just press the continue button. The options that you will have displayed inside of this page really depends on the objective that you chose previously. So in this case, I chose to boost the post, and it doesn't really have many options. But next, I'm going to show to you clicks to website and see how the different options that you can see over there. Anyway, in this case, the first thing that you want to do is see if you have the right fan page selected. In this case, I have Pro Site Tutorials. It's the only fan page that I have with this account. So you just choose your fan page, and then you select a page post. So you select the post that you have inside of your fan page, the one that you actually want to advertise. So in this case, let's say that I want to advertise this one that belongs to Google AdSense. And actually, if you want to learn more about Google AdSense, I recommend for you to watch this video because it's pretty good. And you can see that this is an example of how it will look like inside of the desktop newsfeed. So you get a small preview so you can get a better idea. And below you can see the mobile newsfeed. This is how it will look like in the mobile newsfeed. And if you have selected Instagram, you will also be able to see that, and also desktop right column. So now I'm going to show to you a click to website advertisement, because this comes with a few other options which you didn't saw previously. And for example, the first option over here is something that you actually didn't saw previously. In this case, you can include a single image or a video to your ad, or you can even have multiple images in one ad. And multiple images, this will basically be a slideshow. This means that it will rotate from 1 to 5 images. This is ideal, for example, if you have an e-commerce website with several products that you would like to actually promote. You can use this option for that. In this case, I'm just going to keep single image or videos because it's more basic, it's easier. And now you can go media, and over here you can go to browse library, and you can choose between the images that you have uploaded to your fan page, or you can even go to stock images. Stock images are several free images that you have available belonging to Facebook. So you can use these images without any kind of problems. When it comes to images, it's important to notice that you shouldn't include way too much text, because if you have too much text, your advertisement won't be allowed by Facebook, and you certainly don't want that. So be careful with that. And you can see over here you can see some images and get an idea of what exactly works inside of Facebook. Okay, you can see that you can see a lot of images with people, because you got to remember that Facebook is not like Amazon. I mean, people who go to Amazon is because they want to very probably purchase something inside of Amazon. But Facebook is a social media. People go over there because probably they want to interact with their friends. So your advertisement should be a bit different. I mean, it should be more friendly. You should try to choose photos with faces, because this is something that is social. People like to see faces. People connect with faces. And also your description shouldn't be so salesy, so direct. It should be a bit more friendly, but also at the same time, very, very clear. You always want to be very clear about your call to action and what you want people to understand from about your advertisement. So I'm just going to choose an image from here, but you also can go to upload images if you want to upload an image from your computer. So in this case, I'm going to stock images, and I'm just going to choose one. Let's say this is for a dating website, and I'm going to choose a dating website, a dating advertisement, I mean, and I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to press done. And you can see that it will take just a while until I can see the desktop newsfeed example. And once again, you have several similar options, which you saw previously. You want to choose your fan page. Also, if you want to use Instagram, you have this option. And over here, you get a basic idea of what exactly this looks like. So the first thing that you want to choose is website URL. So in this case, let's say prositutorials.org, like this. And just in a few seconds, this will upload, and I just need to wait a bit so I can get a better idea of how it looks like. And you can also choose a different headline test. The headline is where you can actually see headline over here. You want to always include something really catchy, because you can see that these letters over here are a bit bolder, and you want to include something like, let's say, free audio course, or something like that. Let's say free dating audio course. Let's say like this. So once someone sees this, they know immediately that this is something free, and everyone likes freebies, of course. Okay, so you want to include a test on the top, just a brief description of what you want, and also always put the click to action. Always make sure to tell people what you want them to do. So let's say, hey there, get this course by clicking below, blah blah blah. Sure, you want to put a bit more information. You want to be very clear, also at the same time friendly and very clear with the information and the instructions that you put over here. So, and you can see learn more. You can also choose the option that you want when it comes to the call to action. Let's say that this is a landing page and I want to start building an email list where I offer a free bonus, which is this audio course or something like that. So what I would choose over here is sign up, because once someone sees sign up, they get an idea that they need to sign for something. So that's why I'm going to include this option. And I'm going to show advanced options. One of the last things that you may want to actually change over here, display link. Let's put just pro tutorials, so people can get an idea of which website this advertisement belongs to. And also you want to put a newsfeed link description. So basically the information that will appear below your headline. So you want to put some instructions about what people will get once they sign up. So basically that's all that you need to do over here. And this is how you can actually set an advertisement. So now let's get to the other part. Let's just wait for this to refresh so you can see how it looks like. Okay, this is how my advertisement looks like. And now what you would want to do is just place order and just choose the payment that you want to use to, in this case it's a debit card. So you just want to use this. You can also use PayPal if you want. I actually like to use PayPal for this. So you just choose one of these options, you pay for your advertisement, and later on it will start appearing inside of Facebook. Now let's go to the other option. Once you have created your Facebook advertisement, you will be able to go to this page called Adverts Manager. And basically, it's in this page where you can see all of the advertisement that is currently running in your account, the ones that are inactive, and so on. This is where you can see all of that really good information. You can see the amount of money that you spent during the last 7 days. This is actually another account which I no longer use. And also you can see the budget that I set. In this case, I decided to set $150 as my budget. That means that once it reaches this threshold, all of the advertisement that I have active will be disabled. So you can use, especially if you have someone who is actually working for you and setting your advertisement, you may want to set a budget for them so they don't waste too much money and so on. So this is something that you may want to use. And over here you can see the campaign name, which is the name for my campaign. Delivery, you can see that they are inactive. When the advertisement is active, you will see a green light and saying active. Results, you can see the number of actions that people took in my advertisement. Reach, the number of people who were able to see my advertisement until now. Costs, you can see the amount of money that I'm paying for each action. For example, if it was click to website, you would be able to see the amount of money that I'm paying for each click over here. Amount spent, this is the total money that I spent in this advertisement, in this case, in this campaign, and then you can see when it ends. So this is the basic information that you can see. And also make sure to use the several filters so you can get even more information. For example, if you have advertisement that is related to engagement, just choose this option, and this allows you to quickly see the number of likes, shares, comments that people are leaving in your advertisement. You have also other options over here. Then you have breakdown, also a few options to filter even more. And then the last part is simply to go to this three bars, clicking on it, and all tools, and just go to this first two options and see if everything is set correctly. Go to Advert Account Settings and just see if all of the settings are set correctly, and then go to the billing and payment method and see if all of the information belonging to your billing is correctly set. Okay, so that is all about Facebook advertisement. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe so you can receive my weekly free video updates where I talk about Facebook advertisement, about YouTube marketing, about WordPress, and a lot more. So stay there, stay tuned with Pro Site Tutorials, and bye.
I said a little